Without VSAC, I would not have been able to go to college. I was a Pell Grant recipient, a recipient of subsidized Stafford loans, and that really set me on the path.
I grew up definitely not with any extra money to put towards college, and I was thinking I was going to have to, work 3 jobs all through college and get into debt. But because of VSAC and because of the Guard and its partnership with VSAC, I was actually able to graduate debt-free.
My parents had aspirations for all of us to go to college, and I guess in Vermont growing up, we just reflexively would contact VSAC when it was time to think about college.
I think the important part of VSAC's strategy is not just to be a bank, but to provide the counseling and support necessary to ensure families can prepare for the finances of a higher education.
I love their Gear Up program in particular, and very excited about how they're thinking more broadly about continuing education for people who may not have it on their radar screen, and not just college, but other opportunities to get learning to get you to the next step.
Basically, we help support students and families in seeking career and education opportunities, whether it's exploring after high school options like college, tech school, career training, as well as supporting families in helping these students to navigate those systems.
So I did my doctoral dissertation on successful first-generation and low-income college students. Invariably to a one, they attributed their success to learning about support networks and systems that were available, some of them that we provided through the institution, some of them through VSAC and other means. In all cases, that level of support was critical to their success.
Gear Up has helped to fund our Introduction to College Studies program. It's an actual course that we offer both in our centers and in high schools. And it helps people really think about what's the language of college, how do they apply, what is that all about?
One of the most important things that VSAC offers now is the VT 529, our college savings plan. This is a program that's about 20 years old now, and I don't think when talking to the people that were originally involved in creating it, we had dreams that would grow, that would become an important part of how Vermonters were able to save and pay for education or training.
We're constantly trying to tell Vermonters, get in there early. Talk to VSAC as early as you can. It's never too early to start thinking about your children's future.
One of the things that we discovered was a real hunger for pursuing kind of very specific career-related education and training that was coinciding with the time when the state of Vermont had critical shortages in kind of certain professions, as well as in the trades.
Where it helped me was it provided funding to be able to get the certification I needed so I can continue my journey. And then from that on, it was like a full circle moment, because now the same advancement grant, students are able to use it to take driving lessons for the driving schools.
We were able to work with Governor Phil Scott and with the legislature to be able to kind of move VSAC into a transition into providing a broad range of support for students that are interested in pursuing training that would allow them to move immediately into the workforce.
So we created some programs with VSAC and of course with our healthcare committee, so that people were staying here once they graduated from, say, nursing school, and if they were to give a year of their time in Vermont working at a Vermont healthcare facility, we would forgive part of their loans.
Another way VSAC supports Vermont's workforce and helps Vermonters achieve their career goals is through its partnership to provide free tuition opportunities to students of any age who don't have a degree.
I knew that I wanted to pursue a career in elementary education. So when I found out that there was this wonderful program called the 802 Opportunity Grant, and that it essentially allowed you to go back to school tuition free for families at that point, 75,000 and under, I jumped on that.